Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's session, we are going to talk about AI models and AI builds, how you can create AI models and how those can be leveraged within Power Apps and Power Automate. So what is AI Builder actually? This new Microsoft capability which is actually being used to optimize and give a efficiency to your business processes. So consider a scenario where you would like to process a lot of number of invoices and would like to save that in a system so that it can be reported going forward, and I mean like any sort of this intelligence reporting can be done on that data. I've already opened this make.powerapps.com, and on the left hand side I have this option of AI Builder, and if you click on build it will open a panel or section where you can see it shows something about what you can do with AI. Add intelligence to your business, create tailored AI model to automate process, and you can take a detailed look on this learn more page. To create any model we have to these things: form processing and object detection. So for form processing, for example, you are having some PDF document and you would like to detect some part of it so that it can be processed later on in your Power Automate or in Power Apps. With object detection, let's say if you have one image, let's say some business card, then you would like to extract the information from that image and would like to process that image in any of your data sources, possibly SharePoint. So that you can do. Right now with this example we are going to create the form processing, because I am going to take example of incoming invoices. So whenever some invoice is being uploaded to SharePoint, then that invoices should be automatically processed, and all the data should be going into a SharePoint list so that I can transfer that data to my Power BI going forward so that I can do a reporting on it. So right now I'm clicking on processing, form processing. So it gives me it asks for AI model name. So I'm just saying sales invoices, and right now if you see what you will need, so for this we have to have 5+ document of the same layout so that it can start train the model based on those layouts, and with the basis of those 5 documents it should be knowing that what tax extraction it should do. So I'll just recommend you to create have 5 documents at least of the same layout so that we can have the collection in place. So when I say create, it will land me to the next tab. So now what actual fields you would like to extract from that document. So as I said, I'll be taking an example of invoices. So I'll be just showing you one sample invoice which I created. So let me just go to my sample invoice. So I'm just opening this invoice. So you see I have this company name over there, the invoice serial number, and you may want to like have your to and shipping address, but I have just skipped that out because I just need 4 or 5 fields from here. This stationery for company, it's a description of that item, then quantity, then possibly total cost. So these 4 or 5 things I would like to have from my this AI builder. So I'll just go back to my right. So I'll just create those fields. So I want invoice number, item description, or let's say item name. Then I want quantity, and I would like to have total cost. So I'll be just going with these 4 fields right now. So when I say next, it will ask me to create a new collection. So it's a sample document so that this AI model can be trained with those document, and with the same layout it should be trying to extract the information out of it. So I'll be just creating a new collection, and for new collection you have to add at least 5 documents. I'll just add document, upload from local storage. So these are my 5 invoices. I'm just uploading them. So after upload, it will just process it. Alright, so it's done. Now I'll say analyze. So in analyze, it will start the model will start analyzing all the documents with the and will try to split out all the text extraction out of it. So after analysis is done, we have to mark the data which we want to extract. So I'm just selecting my invoice IDs so that I can map that with a specific field, the variables which we created in the initial step. So I'm just mapping this ID with this invoice number, and I'll be just adding the this item name with my item name variable. Then I'll be just mapping quantity, and for total cost I'll be just taking total cost with the taxes. So I'm done for one document, and now I need to click on this next document, and I need to do this for next document as well, because sometimes it happens it skips up some automatic mappings. So I just, for example, this invoice number is not mapped, so I need to select it once again and map it to here. Do it for the next document, and I'll be just completing for the rest of them. Alright, so we are done with mapping. I'll just click next. Now this model has been created, but it's still the training of that AI model still not happened, and it's not published. So I am going to just train it so that it can train on the information extracted from the previous steps. Okay, so now after a few seconds we'll be getting this message as training complete. So I'm just going to click on this go to details page. So it will show up me the model. So right now it's saying is we have to do a quick test or we have to publish. So in the second section you can see these are the selected fields. In the third section, how to use a model and where it can be used. So it can be used with Power Automate and Power Apps. So because our model is still not published, so that's why it's saying model isn't published yet. So I'm just publishing it so that we can use it with our Power Automate. Right, so our model is published, and now as I told you that I'm going to use this model in Power Automate, so I'll be just logging to my flows and I'll be creating a automatic instant cloud flow, and in the trigger I'll be choosing when file is created in a folder in SharePoint. So I'll be using this document library where I'll be just uploading this invoice, and once the file is uploaded, it should be create the respective item in this my invoice SharePoint list. So this is the functionality of our flow which we are going to build. So right now I'll just choose this site. So it's a dev site, and under folder I'll be choosing this document library which we just saw, and in the next step we'll be just using the action process and save information from forms. So this process and save information from forms we are going to use. And right now we are going to bind out the AI model. So there is the AI model, the sales invoices which we just created. And in the form type we have to say PDF document because we are uploading the PDF document only. And in the form we have to select the file content which we are going to process. So this file content is coming up from the previous step. So when our file is uploaded to SharePoint, and in the next step we are going to save the information in SharePoint. So I'll just create item in SharePoint. Just doing a connection with my dev site and my dev list. Invoices. And in these fields, we'll be binding it up. So with title, I'll be choosing the item name value. So if you see, if I just type in item name, then you will be seeing that there is one item name and one item name value. So we have to use the value if you would like to save the value. Otherwise, the display name, the actual field name would be saved. So just be cautious, we should be using this value. In invoice number, I'll be using invoice number, not this number value. And in quantity, I'll be choosing quantity value. And in total cost, binding up with total cost value. Alright, so we are done. I'm just saving it and giving it a name, flow for invoice automate. So let's just test our flow. I'm just about to upload the invoice in this library, and that invoice should be processed with our AI model, and the item should be extracted out and saved in SharePoint list. So let's do that. And we'll just see the status of our flow. So our flow is running. I'm just clicking on it. So it's still reading out that first action and processing the beneath one. Okay, so it went successfully. Let's go to our list. Okay, so we got this, our item name as stationery for company, invoice number, quantity, total cost. So everything got extracted from this invoice PDF. So this is how you can automate your processes. So this is an example of invoices. If you're a person from HR team, you would like to process the resumes, you would like to extract the email ID and the contact names, then this would be just few steps to automate the entire process. You need to just upload all the resumes over here in one of the library, and then using the AI builder, we'll be creating that model which can extract out the information out of that resume and save all the information in SharePoint list, so that it can be handy and it can be shared across your HR team. So there could be various scenarios like where you would like to automate and optimize your entire business process with this AI models. So I think this could be useful for you. If you like it, please do drop your comments and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.